You need to come down here to see my cut. Okay, here we have one fish, and this is how you start it. The spine right here down the middle. I'm going to cut both sides of the spine just down about halfway, about to the where the ribs start. Then this will get easier and easier as you do more. The first 5 you'll probably butcher, but then you need to butcher those first 5 in order to get a feel for what you're doing. So don't worry about it. Don't freak out. And don't be afraid to cut. Just cut. And then you want to push down. These Kershaw knives, 9-inch knives, I found are the best. They have the best flexibility, the perfect flexibility, and they can be resharpened over and over. But then you want to push down against the spine and the ribs to get as much meat off as possible. Don't be afraid of how hard you push down. I'm pushing down pretty hard. And you just come through all the way through like I just did. And that's how you do one side. You see all that meat is taken off, almost all of it. No ribs. And these ribs are pretty flexible. So you don't want to come over here like this so you don't contact too many ribs at one time. You want to try to contact as many ribs as possible. So you're pushing them down so you don't catch 1 or 2. Once you catch 1 or 2, then you just start cutting them like that. But then you come over here like this and you push them down. You push against the spine right here when you're cutting. This is the spine right here. When you push down against that, then you take off as much meat as possible. Now just take this belly fin off.
I have rubber boots on.
There's one fillet right there. And then the way I do the other side, kind of the same thing, but from the other side, I push the knife up against my hand to get as much meat off the spine as possible. And angle it up a little bit even. Just a tiny bit. No ribs, all meat. But it's like I said, you have to butcher the first 5 or 10 in order to get a true feeling of what you're doing and what you're trying to do. So don't be afraid to butcher the first 5 or 10. And don't freak out. But these Kershaw 9-inch fillet knives are cheap. They're not that much. I think they're like 25 bucks if that. And they're the perfect knives. I've tried everything. I've tried these. These suck, the Berkeley ones. I've tried the more expensive ones. They're too stiff. They don't cut off as much meat. You can't bend them when you're trying to cut off the meat. And that's how you do it.